After seeing the Aptera in person, I'm simultaneously a little more excited and a little more worried. Let's find out why. Alright, so this past weekend I went down to Long Beach for the Electrify Expo. Surprisingly, there was a huge line to get in, so it took a while to get there, but once I did, the first thing on my list was to go see my future car. And my first impression of seeing the car was that it looks really cool. It looks even cooler in person than it does in photos. It seems like the majority of the people walking by felt the same way I did because there was always a huge crowd around the car. And I went 2 times. I went in the morning and the afternoon, and both times the Aptera remained really popular. Which is great for Aptera, but it made it really hard for me to get decent footage of the car. The one good thing about having people of all shapes and sizes kind of surrounding the car is it gives you a better perspective of the size. It's smaller in person than I was imagining it. Aptera has this graphic where they show the car next to a Prius Prime and Model 3. My girlfriend drives a Prius Prime, so I'm familiar with the size of that car, and I guess I had it in my head that it was going to be close to the size of the Prius. It's not, and now that I look at other photos and videos, I can clearly see that. So it really helps to see it in person to understand the size of everything, especially the interior. Here we go, first time in an Aptera prototype. Oh, hit my head right there. All right. Feels a little small, but there we go, there's the back. All right, let someone else have a chance. The interior was pretty snug, both in headroom and shoulder room. Now, I'm a pretty skinny person, so I'm wondering how someone with a wider frame would feel. The legroom seemed fine to me, and I'm 5'10". So I overheard someone from Aptera saying that they're going to bring the seats a little closer together and then raise the headroom just a little bit. So this is a little concerning to me because, like I said, the shoulder room was already kind of scrunched in my opinion. So I really hope I'm able to test drive the car before I take order of it, just to make sure I feel comfortable in it. The doors are really cool in person. I did notice that they open out past the wheels, which are already really wide. I want to see the Aptera parked close to another car to see how the doors work in a tight spot. This car is going to turn heads like a supercar. If you're going to own one of these, be ready for people to come up to you wherever you go. Back when I had my first Nissan Leaf, I would always have people come up to me while fast charging to ask about the car. For the most part, I liked it, but you might not, so it's something to think about. If you're interested in reserving your own Aptera, check out this QR code or the link below for $30 off. You'll see the discount right before you pay for your reservation. And just so you know, it might help me out with my Aptera order too. The cargo space looks smaller than I was expecting. This is the Alpha prototype, and I do remember hearing that the cargo space floor will go down a little bit, so we should be getting a little more space, I think. The main thing that I need cargo space for is to haul drums. Now this is very important to me because I recently quit my job, and I did that to focus on my music career and other artistic adventures, including this channel. Like and subscribe. So I really need my vehicle to be able to fit a drum set in it because that is my moneymaker. It was always the plan to have the Aptera as my only car, but I didn't have to lean so heavily on my music, so cargo space wasn't as much of a concern. 25 cubic feet should be enough to fit a drum set, but the way the space is used might not work, and that's a big concern for me at the moment. If you haven't yet, check out my other videos on Aptera.